Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
You better listen up. Listen when I'm feeling it. Yeah, I got a hit list. Never chasing any bag, only teach where to place them. Solo on a throne, don't need another man telling me how to live my life lavishly. Cause I'm built different, boy, let me speak. Try but tiny, but you take it to the main dish.
Cool. Welcome back to the Condors Esports broadcast. I am Hayden Lamalulaf, and you are?
My name is Mateo Violinja Rapuano.
Yep. And today we're here to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So you've played this game a lot more than I have. So what do you think your thoughts are compared to the last game?
Yeah, this game definitely introduces a little bit kind of variety. Adding the wall kicking, adding some the old maps back in from the previous COD games, reworking them a little bit. New game mode as well in Overload. I'm very excited to see how that's going to play out today.
Overload. What's that game mode?
Yeah, so if you're familiar with older titles like Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare, you're familiar with Uplink. It's basically the same premise where you have one main objective in the middle. You have to grab it and bring it to one of 2 points on the enemy side. The only difference from Uplink is that you cannot throw it.
Cool. And so we do have a new roster from last semester. We actually brought back Frizzy from a semester ago, which is good. That's when they made the NACE Orlando Super Conference Finals. We also brought back Savvy. You've had experience with Savvy. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Savvy, honestly, an incredible and consistent player overall. Every single time I've played with him, both in scrims, pubs, anything, he's just been so consistent. An amazing fragger for the team. And as well as Frizzy, too. Just coming back on this roster after making that, as Zach would put it, miracle run to Orlando. High hopes are for this roster coming in, I'd say.
It also helps that we kept Mince and Neb because if I remember correctly, they were one of their better players. No hate, but better players of that last roster.
Yeah. Mince, absolute superstar coming in today, and coming into every day, honestly. One of the best players at Challengers in Dallas, Texas, I believe. He made top 32, I believe.
Top 32.
Yeah, incredible talents that we have, and I believe this could be Neb's last stint with competitive Call of Duty for the Condors as well this semester.
Oh wow, so kind of like a finisher off of the Condors name, I guess.
Yeah, definitely a staple in Canadian Neb.
Canadian Neb. We do have Frizzy back. You wouldn't have seen a lot of Frizzy, but I know he's a very talented player. Last semester, he did do very well.
Yeah, I would definitely say that from what I've seen of Frizzy, watching him he was also in Texas 4 Challengers. An incredible talent, incredible. Every time I see him, he's on point, on the head, shooting, absolute fire. I'm really excited to see what he can pull off for us today for the Condors.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do in Black Ops 7 because I've only ever seen him in Modern Warfare 3, so it is exciting to see what he can do here because I've played Valorant with him. Phenomenal player. The fact that he can actually play 2 games at once. If we look towards our standings, we can actually see where we are currently. With it being the first game of the semester, there's actually no wins or losses, so this could be a big win for the Condors here.
Yep, first game of the new semester, the winter semester, winter 2026. We're going to see if Condors can put themselves up on a high note against Wichita State today.
Yeah, Wichita State is kind of an interesting name for a school. I've certainly never seen anything like that. Hopefully, we can come out on top with against our Canadian comrades right on the leaderboard.
Yep, gonna hope that we'll take our place. We'll put in the effort and place as high as we can. Hopefully, we'll make another run to the LAN event this year.
Yeah, hopefully that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. We do have TMC in the background there too, giving his thoughts. I heard he moved up to Varsity as well.
Yeah, playing on Academy last semester. Now that we're entering into Black Ops 7, he has moved on to as the substitute position for the Varsity. However, he is still scrimming and playing with us Academy players.
Oh, so he's sticking out with Academy,
Well, I wouldn't say playing, not in officials, but playing with us.
playing with you, teaching his ways.
Definitely teaching me his ways.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who hasn't played Call of Duty since, 2019, Modern Warfare, I'm excited to see how much the game has changed from when I last played it. Because, I've played Call of Duty on and off through the last, 3 games, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, and 3. So I'm excited to see wall jumps and just the brand new things they have for the new Black Ops 7.
Yeah. Definitely excited for that.
So if we can look at our maps, we'll actually see how well we're about to do here. So do you know a lot about the maps? Because I sure don't.
Yeah, so how the maps work is we rotate first going to Hardpoint, then Search and Destroy or SND, and then finishing off with Overload. If neither team wins, I think it is a best of 3, then it will be going to it'll repeat to Hardpoint and then Search and Destroy. It looks like we have, I believe the graphic is wrong, if Production can correct me, but we have Den for Search and Destroy, Overload, and Hardpoint 3 in a row. Starting off with Blackheart, though, at Hardpoint.
They must just like Den. Maybe
It's a really
just
good
the
map.
aesthetic of the map, maybe.
I just started playing Black Ops 7. I gotta say, that's my favorite map so far. It's
That's
really
your
fun.
favorite map.
It is. It's really fun. Next to Raid, because Raid is just an OG, I gotta say.
Yeah, Black Ops 2.
Gotta love that map.
Gotta love it.
But yeah, no. Hardpoint, if you're familiar with King of the Hill, it's very similar, although the hill does change.
The hill changes.
Yep. There's 1 through 4 to 5 points.
Yeah.
Changing every few minutes. First for 250 points wins. Then you move on to Search and Destroy. Very standard. 4 versus 4 bomb plant. It's the only mode where you will not respawn in the round. You will have to plant or defuse or defend the bomb, depending on if you're attacking or defending. It's definitely the game mode I'm most familiar with, coming from Rainbow Six Siege and Valorant. I'm sure you as well.
Yeah, that's definitely the game mode I'm more familiar with. When I played 2019, that's the only mode I played. I just ran SND the entire time.
A tried and true classic. Overload. Honestly, going into it, I wasn't sure what to expect as a brand new Academy player to the Condors COD team as a substitute. Quite honestly, a very fun mode. You can very easily get ahead if you have good map control. Especially on Den, where it was definitely the map that I played the most for Overload. Controlling those outer extremities and holding down, knowing where the EMP is going to respawn, seems to be a key factor in that map.
Yeah, I would assume that it would make sense to just know all the spawns, because at least for most games, you would want to know patterns and just key spawn points.
Yep.
So where would you learn the spawn points of the EMP?
Either over time, just playing the game, or if you're lucky like me and you have great teammates who can pull up a attack map and just show you, hey, here's where the first one will spawn, always be in the middle. Depending on which point you cap it at, then it'll spawn elsewhere. It's very similar for Hardpoint, although Hardpoint is always rotating through what we call P1, P2, P3, and so onwards. And then you just get to know the map and know the spawn locations for all of them.
Spawn locations.
Yeah, spawn locations as well, very important in Call of Duty. You can, if you draw 2 lines, one vertical, one horizontal on the middle axis, depending on your map control, the enemies will spawn accordingly on the opposite side. So it's very important to have kind of a spread out, but not too spread out formation on the map. kind of just always know where they're going to be coming from, know what angles to hold and what to expect, really limit all that.
Would your spawns flip in Overload, or is it stay the same? Like, could you just get spawn trapped immediately?
I don't believe so, no.
So we're actually moving into Breakout?
Blackheart.
Blackpoint.
Blackheart.
Blackheart.
Yep.
Yep, that's the map. So hopefully the Condors can do well in this first map against Wichita.
Yeah, looking on the left here, we can see in the last 4 hard points that we've played, just overall, not specifically on Blackheart, have resulted in very close, 2 very close losses, 1 very good win, and 1 very unfortunate loss against St. Clair. We will be moving into the map now, though.
With a quick just deaths from the Condors.
Yep, Wichita taking early control of P1 here, as the Condors are going to look wrap around through long here.
They're just getting, seems like, on the hard point.
Yep, and Condors end up Frizz with a very nice 2-piece there, taking control of P1. Very early refight there. Amazing shot there.
Quick 2-piece from Frizzy, a 3-piece.
My goodness. Very clean shots. Like I was saying, coming back on this roster here, you see Neb controlling the long here. Just calls out that there's 3 for sure. Throws the nade, gets tagged. And it looks like they take 2 of our Condors out. Mince cleans it up a little bit more. And they're able to continue. Sorry, it goes over to P2 now. And they've swapped the map a little bit. Philo takes out Mince, as it looks like they're trying to wrap around,
Looks
take
like,
full control of the site.
which is, yeah, contesting the Condors on the hard point. It looks like Vince is actually trying to go for a push. No, gets picked off.
Unfortunately, no. Savvy going back through long here. Going to try and take the very common angles while the rest of his team respawns here. 30 seconds left on this second hard point here. They're looking to flush him out really early, but he's just holding steady.
Vince going in. Can he get one? Oh, good. It looks like the Conestoga Condors are getting rinsed, which, you know what? It's fine. I've heard that this is their first time fully playing all together, besides, what, when Mince was playing on a flat screen, 32?
Yeah, this is the Condors' first full time together, as Neb and Mince pick up 2. It's their first full game together where they're all on at least a decent setup. As we heard, Mince was playing from a PS5 on a flat screen TV with no in-game audio.
No in-game audio sounds pretty difficult.
Oh,
Mince gets a 2-piece, actually, and so he's not on that flat screen anymore.
no, shows what a real PC setup can do for him. It looks to get a 3rd and a 4th as Kaiser shuts him out.
And Conestoga takes over the lead against Wichita.
Yep, just holding this hard point down. 30 seconds left for P3. It looks like they're looking to contest this.
Wizard of Oz goes for the jump peek on the guy, just gets picked off. Mince gets 1.
Yeah, Savvy swings out from the Godheady right there, as Savvy swings out and gets the other 2. Although I will say, because of Wichita spawns, they do have early control. They will have early control of P4 here.
It looks like Wizard of Oz is holding spawns, or the left side of the hard point.
Yeah, well, this isn't the hard point here, actually. That's just to help control the spawn area and limit where they can actually spawn from. But he will be going in. They will be wrapping around, just taking this from the back here. As Frizz looks to pick up 1, although unfortunately they do get traded out, and it is cleaned up from Wichita.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a hard time taking over this hard point. Maybe they should be grouping up. That's Mince gets 2.
But Mince might just be the go as he swings in, gets 2, and Frizz and Savvy just clean that right up. A really good take back from the Condors. 20 seconds left on this hard point, as they are now going to be rotating over to the last point before racing back into the middle.
Yeah, it's looking like Condors is holding this down. It looks like Wichita has decided to just give up on this current hard point and move over to the next one.
Yep, 4 seconds left. They're all going to be rotating over now as the fight for early control starts, but the Condors look to pick up 3. They refrag with 2, 1 versus 1 on the site.
It looks like Conestoga has taken over the hard point and went further into the lead.
Yeah, very important early fight there from the Condors. Unfortunately, they do end up falling as Wichita does take over the hard point there.
Yeah, we'll see if Conestoga can take this back. It looks like they're all grouping up to make sure everyone can be in this next team fight.
Yep, we can see Neb going from the mid does end up picking up one. And the rest of the Condors are able to cleanly take up that fight. Deucer does end up picking up Neb. And Kabbalah does pick up Neb. It's a little scrappy here as they are unable to fully take over the hard point.
Yeah, Wichita takes it back.
Yeah, a little bit of a scrappy fight there as they do pick up 3, but unable to converge back onto the point. Wichita is encroaching on their lead now.
Yeah, hopefully Conestoga can regain control of this map, which they are still into the lead and just holding on to this next point, throwing down that trophy system.
Yep. Trophy system is, I believe, the only utility that you can use in professional COD. Mint's just prone under the staircase, does end up picking Deucer, go trying to rotate over to Dubs.
Looks like they're fending off Wichita on this hard point as Mintz goes down.
Yep, this mid hard point here, very difficult to contest. Unfortunately, if you do let go of that mid angle, they can very easily encroach up onto you.
W jump peek from Neb, picking up 1, but ends up dying. Wizard of Oz does get 1, maybe 2. Gets 2. Can he get the 3rd? No, he can't.
As the rest of the Condors does clean up that fight, 20 seconds left on this hard point, as they're only 110 away from the map victory here.
I think they can do it with Mintz getting 1, maybe 2.
Kaiser does end up getting the 2-piece to claim this hard point in the last 10 seconds here. As you can see on the map, Condors are now rotating over to P2. Wichita rotating over to P2. They are going to be holding this early control here. P2 is, I believe, the closest hard point to each other. So if you do have the end control of P1, it can be very easy to just reclaim that control of P2.
That's good to know, as Wichita does attempt to try and take over P2, but Conestoga ends up winning it out.
Yep, a good hold here from Neb, holding on to P2 here. They are all sent across the map to respawn. First, taking the long-ranged duel with the SMG, unfortunately just loses it out as both him and Mintz lose their life.
Yeah, hopefully Neb can hold on to this hard point as his teammates are respawning back in.
Mintz picks up 2 to hold the site, unfortunately just tags 2 more, not able to find one.
Yeah. And then Wichita takes over the site.
Yep, 10 seconds left on the hard point. I think the Condors held that while scrappy relatively well, as they will be they will give the rest of the point over, and they're just going to gear over to P3 now. Mintz finds one from mid.
Yeah, it looks like Mintz's and Savvy are holding on to this mid point here.
Sorry to cut you off there. He does stick the Semtex onto Capfell. Very, very clean kill as they're looking to take over P3 now.
Conestoga, can they hold on? They only have to hold on against 2 of the Wichita players here, with Mintz picking up 1.
Very good flank from Mintz. They know it's contested as they have to peek sooner or later. Neb does end up refragging out Mintz as there's 30 seconds left on this hard point. Conestoga will get to the 200 point mark. Neb picking up Kaiser there, and Wichita just have to gear for the next hard point here.
Yeah, it looked like Wizard of Oz was caught rotating over to this next hard point.
Oh, that's a disgusting pick from Mintz onto Cold Piler. As he's going to look around to clear the back here, clearing Light Container. Unfortunately gets picked.
Nope. It looks like Conestoga is going to try and take over this hard point here with Wizard of Oz getting 2.
That's a nasty headshot from Frizzy.
You're seeing his expertise and why they brought him back for this semester.
Yeah, Mintz sending out the Hellstorm missile now. Does pick up on a Colopiler. Does not find anything else, but it is a very good frag to just hold out the point. 20 points left on this hill, as Wichita have to make a move now if they want to keep this map.
Yeah, it looks like Conestoga does have a good chance at closing out this round quite early, with Wichita only having 136 points.
Unfortunate whiff from both Frizzy and Mintz as Neb and Savvy try to refrag, but Colopiler takes out the 2 of them. Frizz refragging on. It's a 1 versus 1 for the site. 4 points left. Does not look on the stairs. Mintz ends up finding Kaiser. And I think that's the game. Jumps up through hop up. 1, 2, and Neb finds them both. Unfortunately, not able to find onto the site as the Condors take map 1.
That was a good round from the Condors, with them winning their first map after not playing a lot together.
Yep, and we can see this best play from Mintz here. Finds the 1, refrags onto the 2. 2 with the SMG, immediately goes through mid, and I believe he finds Kaiser here in dubs.
Overall, a good game from the Condors with over a 100-point lead.
Yeah, very clean, very well played from Condors. 32 and 20 out from Mince, 31 and 25 out of Frizzy. You can definitely see the expertise coming out of those two superstar players.
Yeah, wow, 31 kills with a minute and 25 on the hill is really good.
That's the anchor player right there, just able to hold down the point and get some really good, very clean kills. Very good defense from the Condors.
Yeah, so we will actually be looking into Den for the next map for Search and Destroy.
Again, my personal favorite map. I love how the map looks and plays. I'm very excited to see the SND now. We saw the hard point was very clean out of the Condors, and I'm going to hope that the SND is just as clean.
Yeah, hopefully they can get it really quickly and close the second map out with Conestoga just on a roll currently.
250 points to 137. It's quite the gap.
Quite the gap, with the next 3 maps being Den.
Yep. I'm very excited for the streak of Den here.
Yeah.
As it can be played in all 3 game modes. Some maps, like Raid, for example, doesn't have an overload mode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think Blackheart has an overload mode. I could be wrong on that. I haven't played it, at least. I do know Den, of course, supports all 3, as it is the GOAT.
As it does show here.
As it does show there, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Frizzy and Mince are just out there living life with their 30 bombs.
Just chilling like villains they are.
Yeah, they really did take over that server.
They did. Again, like I said before, very clean kills out. A little bit of an uncharacteristic performance from Savvy, although I will say he was put more on the back pedal there and was playing more of a supportive role, just kind of anchoring down, holding it down for the rest of his team.
Yeah, I bet he's playing a completely different role than what he did when he was playing on Academy.
Yep, for sure.
Definitely a different vibe of players as well, with having Neb and Frizzy also having a lot of experience on Varsity. Like, Savvy was on Varsity not that long ago, so we'll see how well that is. It looks like we are loading into Search and Destroy.
Yep, clean knife out. As we can see, the Condors will be starting off on the defense side here. As it looks like Wichita is gearing for a B plant here.
Yeah, they do have Kaiser on the left flank holding that lane. Just maybe looking to draw some pressure over on A site.
Yeah, Mince does end up finding Copiler as he does take the re-engagement, ends up just proning, letting that HP regen, as they know there is at least one more player here.
There is a chance they do go for a mid fight as Wichita is pivoting towards A.
Really good protocol here from Frizz, just taking this flank here, going through Couch. I'm not sure if Wichita is ready for it. Capfell is looking down to Couch.
There is Savvy and Neb rotating over onto A site as bomb is being planted by Wichita right now.
Yep, it's going to be a 4 versus 3 favoring the Condors here as they look to push into small room. Neb just holding this angle here, throws out the stun. Mince finds Kaiser and Neb refrags Frizz, who gets taken out by Deucer as they do now have control of the site. It's a 1 versus 3 for Capfell.
Conestoga taking over this site ends up getting Wichita and with Mince defusing the bomb.
Yep, very clean round. As you can see the sticky note. They forgot to remove that, and that lets the Condors defuse the bomb.
Oh, wow. Maybe they should have removed that earlier.
They might have needed to remove that sticky note.
They may have trolled the round for them. With Mince getting a 3-piece.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 kills this round, 75% of the overall kills. Again, just clean performance out of an amazing talent.
They will be switching sides. So hopefully the Conestoga can at least not throw that sticky note on the bomb like Wichita did.
I hope they can remove that as we look into the offense here.
It looks like Mince is actually pulling out a sniper rifle.
Yes, I believe on SND you have 2 total lives with a sniper rifle. If you die twice while holding the sniper rifle, then it is banned for your team for the rest of the map.
Now, is that a GA or is that actually a rule?
That's a GA, I believe.
Oh.
Although the COD League does follow. For those who don't know, GAs are
Frizzy actually picking up one.
gentleman agreements. As Frizz picks up Kaiser, Capful refrags onto Savvy. Picking out Server here, as Frizzy does end up picking 2. Sorry, back to what I was saying. GAs are gentleman agreements between the COD professional scene, agreeing what guns to use and what guns not to use. For example, akimbo pistols, shotguns, most snipers not allowed. On SND, 1 sniper is allowed on 1 player for 2 lives.
Looks like Mince is actually getting into a battle with Cauliflower, and then they end up picking up the last guy on A site.
Yep.
A clean take from the Condors with little to no resistance.
It's a very clean 2 rounds. I mean, it's finding another 2, half the kills in this round, as they're gaining a lot of momentum here. Oh, he went for the ninja defuse.
Yeah, bold play, bold play. I mean, maybe Mince is doing so well because he has the C9 bundle right now.
Oh, could be. Lots of different COD Pro teams. Do you have, I think I can assume 1, but do you have any other preferred teams?
Yeah, I'm a big LA Thieves fan, which might be a controversial take, but I did hear they did well going into the Toronto event last game.
They did pretty well, yeah, as Frizz looks to hold down 10 here, throws the Semtex, does end up tagging a little bit, but not much. As Mince is just kind of whiffing with the sniper rifle, unfortunately.
We might need to drop the sniper rifle.
Yep.
But he is 5-0, so I mean, he must be doing something right.
Yep, that's for sure.
Frizzy actually doing some damage with Wichita actually planting the bomb. Savvy is just sitting in mid, throwing nades, hopefully getting them to move around for the teammates close to, you know, show themselves.
Yep, Mince and Frizz end up finding one with that sniper rifle as Neb is going on the flank here. Mince 10 HP with the sniper as Neb finds the 2 on the flank. They were not watching that.
We're not watching that. I mean, hopefully we drop the sniper rifle at some point. I mean, he gets 1.
It's a very, very important tool. Even if you don't hit your shots, just holding that space and them knowing they really just couldn't peek Mince without a smoke or a stun or a nade of some kind to flush him out.
I mean, that is if he doesn't stop whiffing. I mean, they do pick up the 3rd round. It looks like Wichita is actually losing the struggle on Conestoga on this game mode.
Yeah, definitely having a hard time here on Search and Destroy. I do want to point out Savvy through mid. On that B bomb site, it's extremely important to hold mid cut as it just leaves the entire site open. It's very important for the attackers to hold that. On the offense now, Condors are going to be looking, sniping through Den here, I believe.
That must have been why they lost that round then, because Savvy was just taking over the mid.
Yep. They had no space on site as Frizzy is looking to take over Dojo here, just hold that map control. Mince holding down mid-cut, like I was saying, just extremely important thing to hold.
Frizzy might be able to get a second here. Spamming his wall jump, couldn't finish him with a pistol.
Whiffs out from both sides. Frizzy lives on 3 HP. Mince jumps out with a pistol, gets refragged. I believe that was by not Savvy. Was that Savvy?
Your guess is good as mine on that one.
Oh, it looks like it was
Frizzy.
It looks like it was Frizzy. My apologies.
Going 5-2. Yeah, hopefully Wichita can make a comeback. It looks like they did not take off that sticky note off that bomb.
No.
So, I mean, maybe they're throwing their game.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility.
Could be a little bit of win trading. As I heard there was a scandal like that a little farther back in the pro scene.
I mean, free money. I mean, who wouldn't?
True.
It looks like the highest kills on Wichita is 2, so hopefully somebody can actually break 3 with Neb actually picking up 1, maybe 2 kills. Frizzy getting 1 as well off the wall.
Yeah, very clean wall jump as Carter was very clean up. They looked for a fight just outside on the what's called outer there, outer rooftops.
Yeah,
and Mince just minces them up.
Yeah, minces them up with the meat grinder. Ends up going 8-1 with 780 damage. Yeah, I think it's that Cloud9 bundle, and he did drop the sniper rifle. So I mean,
did drop the sniper rifle. I believe I could be wrong. I'm not sure if it's 2 lives as in. Oh no, okay. It's you have until you die 2 times. I wasn't sure if it was 2 lives period or if it was 2 lives until you die. Like.
Yeah, I mean, 2 lives until you die makes sense. I mean, he does pick it back up holding mid for the Conestoga Condors, as Neb was looking towards B to plant the bomb, but it seems like Conestoga has actually figured out that A site is completely open.
Yep, a really good call out from the Condors. As they saw last round, Wichita kind of overstacked the B sites. They're going to look to go over to A. Colapilot picks up Neb as they are all pushing through server right now.
Will Savage be able to get one? Gets one, maybe gets two? No, can't finish him off.
No, and that bomb is dropped over in server as well. Not expecting that fight.
I do think that Mince has the ability to win this round for the Conestoga Condors, as, I don't know, I feel like Wichita might be feeling it right now.
Yep, goes on this flank here through window.
Looks like a beautiful flank from Mince. Can he figure out where two are? Gets one. Can he close out the round? No, he can't.
Re-engages, does not have the HP advantage there, and that does mean that Wichita finds their first round in the Search and Destroy map.
Yeah, can they close out the gap with Conestoga Condors being 5 up right now, 5-1?
It's going to be difficult. That round was very good for them. They played very close. Essentially had no map control, but moved as a unit, moved as one, and just kind of took over. And once I believe it was Neb fell with the bomb site or with the bomb in server room, it did end up just kind of falling apart for the Condors.
Yeah. They might play a bit safer next time with everyone, but it looks like we are back on defense with Neb holding down the fort for Conestoga Condors against the entire Wichita team.
Yep, and I believe Neb is going to be calling this as the rest of the Condors are going to rotate over. And it looks like Frizzy is going on the flank here.
Mince gets taken out by, who knows, by a Wichita guy there.
I think it was Kaiser there that took him out, actually, as they do take full control of this bomb site here.
Frizzy is on the flank, gets one. Can Conestoga close this out being a 3v2? With bomb down, can Neb figure out where the Wichita players are?
Yeah, as they're holding down server and Dragon here, moving as one as Neb refrags Savvy. Deucer does pick up Frizz as it's now 1 versus 1 for Neb. Puts down the smoke grenade as they're trying to find each other. 24 seconds left on the clock. Does check the defuse as he's now wrapping around through Dragon once more.
Looks like Neb is pulling a freeze. Will he realize that the Wichita guy is flanking him? He can't seem to find him. It looks like Deucer is actually just wasting time for Wichita, hopefully pulling out this round. With it being 3 seconds left, it's looking very grim for Conestoga Condors.
A real dance there as Neb is unable to even find him. I do want to point out there that was almost an absolute tragic round for Wichita, as I believe one of their players failed the kick-up jump through outer and fell off the map as Frizzy got that flank.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe it was Cap fell as he fell down a spot on the ground.
Oh, well, in Valorant, we just do that for the econ. So, I mean, I guess there's no econ rating in this game.
No.
So, we will see closer rounds with Conestoga struggling to finish out this game mode, with Mince just eating a nade.
Yep. Wichita picking up some steam here.
Mince gets one with the sniper rifle, hopefully getting more. Picks up the SMG.
That is his secondary weapon here as he looks to push out with it. Going to hold down Broken Window here, looking to reclaim some of the space for him and Neb to push out with. Reclaiming mid here, looking for a target out on B. Unable to find anything as Wichita is playing very safe. 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, it looks like Conestoga does have the right read towards A with it being a 2v3 situation. It looks like Mince is actually trying to search for these Wichita players and hopefully catching them off guard in spawn.
Could be very dangerous.
It could be very dangerous. Could just lead to 1v1s as Neb plants the bomb for Conestoga Condor.
Yep.
Mince actually picking up one. Maybe I was wrong about the sniper rifle, getting his 11th kill of the game.
Yep, a very difficult angle for the sniper rifle to play as he pulls out the SMG now, concusses out to Deuce.
Yep.
Last alive, 1 versus 2.
He doesn't hit his stun. Will they be able to finish this game mode off with Mince actually killing the guy as he falls off the map?
Oh my goodness, Dolphin dives off the map to finish out the map, to finish out that game.
It was a good, clean, almost clean run for Conestoga as they did finish out the game. Not as clean as they were looking to with 2 very close rounds.
Yeah. Wow, that is a very funny and very good highlight round out from the side of the Condors. Really well played, 2 versus 3 clutch. Neb made the right call to go over to that A site and take over that space. Mintz holding down from Dragon, the unexpected angle, and they are able to very cleanly and freely pick that up.
Yeah, it looks like Conestoga is writing the storyline for this game. Hopefully, Wichita can take control of that pen and write their own ending to this story.
Yep. Wichita are going to have to find their energy back. They had that small comeback chance in the last map. Going on to Den again, this time for Overload. We're going to see if they can overturn a page.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this new game mode brings to the Call of Duty scene. Going back to Den, I hope you guys are excited to see this map one more time.
2 more times.
2 more times. So, yeah, get tight for that one.
Yep. Unless the Condors do close this out 3-0, we will be going to Den for a 4th game. Once again, going over Overload. Both sides are essentially attacking and defending. It kind of swaps. There's going to be an EMP device spawning. One side needs to grab it and bring it to either the A or B sites. Very similar to what we just saw in Search and Destroy, but you don't need to plant or do anything with the EMP. The moment you step over the site threshold, it instantly pops and you get the point.
Yeah, that seems like a very interesting game mode, almost like Capture the Flag, but there's just one flag and it just sits in the middle.
Yeah, actually, very good, very well put. It's very much like Capture the Flag.
Yep. So hopefully Conestoga can actually close this game out on Den. Hopefully we aren't ending up seeing the next map, but it is good that they did finish that as cleanly as possible. You know, there was some crumbs on the table, but you got to do what you got to do. I mean, hopefully you can, you know, pick this up and yeah. So
We're going to be going off to a break now. We will catch Den Overload right after.
Game begin.
Offseas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, you know, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, you know, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
You better listen up. Listen when I'm feeling it. Yeah, I got a hit list. Never chasing any bag, only teach where to place them. Solo on a throne, don't need another man telling me how to live my life lavishly. Cause I'm built different, boy, let me speak. Try but tiny, but you take it to the main dish.
Dogs for sure. Always been a dog guy. Cats.
I think when I was younger, I'd probably go with cats, but I think as I grow up, probably dogs now.
I would say dogs for sure. I got a dog at home, so I like dogs better.
Hockey.
Soccer. Definitely hockey. I've been a Bruins fan all my life, as controversial as that is. I love hockey.
I can't do anything with my feet right now, like soccer, I can't do it, so it'd have to be hockey for sure.
iPhone for sure.
iPhone.
iPhone.
iPhone. Never touch an Android.
Night owl.
Night owl.
Definitely a night hawk. I'm not good with mornings.
Definitely a night owl. Sleep schedule is not in the morning. That's why I'm going to bed.
Summer for sure. Yeah.
Winter.
Everything about summer except for the brutal heat.
Gonna be winter for sure. I don't like the heat. And if you're cold, you can just warm up.
Twitter. I say Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitter, for sure.
Gonna be Instagram. Never really hopped on Twitter until recently.
Multiplayer for sure.
Multiplayer.
I've always been a Call of Duty multiplayer guy my whole life. I got a bunch of friends that do single player, but multiplayer is for me.
Gonna be multiplayer. I like the competitiveness. I think when I retire from games, probably gonna go to more single player.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Used to be a Firefox guy, now I'm Chrome.
Never touched Firefox in my life, so it's gonna be Chrome.
Energy drinks.
Coffee.
Gonna be energy drinks for sure.
Honestly, neither. All my caffeine comes from soda.
Welcome back to the Condors Esports broadcast. I am Hayden Lama Luloff, and I'm joined with...
Matteo Violingia Rapuano.
Now I have a question. What browser do you use? Because I saw some Chrome, Firefox. What
Yep.
do you use?
I use a little bit of Opera GX personally,
Opera
but
GX.
yeah.
Yeah, that is actually what I end up using. We are actually going to be going back into Den, as we were saying, going into the Overload map. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll find out more on Opera GX after this, about more on Den and Overload, on what it is to be, you know, in the Call of Duty scene and what the map is more.
Yeah. I saw a lot of Den over the Call of Duty major weekend. And Overload as well, of course, as the game modes will always rotate. We'll see a fair amount of every single game mode. I personally am really enjoying this mode. It's first to 8. There is a halftime. If no team gets to 8, then it's just whoever has the most points at the end of
That
it.
would make sense. How long is the time limit?
I think it's 3 minutes per half,
That
maybe
would
4.
make sense. 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Good enough for me.
Yep. Going over to Den here once more. The EMP sites, as you can see, A and B for Conestoga and Wichita.
Yeah, looks like mistakes were made, but they were quickly fixed, with Mintz throwing a nade down big, catching one guy. No, it wasn't actually one of our nades. It was actually Wichita picking up Frizzy in mid.
Yep, taking off that mid control here as they look to re-aggress into the Condors. Concusses, Frizz gets one, unable to find the second. They're just holding onto this EMP right now, looking for more picks to push it up with the Condors.
Yeah, hopefully Conestoga can pick up this EMP and transport it back and capture a point. It is looking like Mintz might be able to get into a fight here, picking up one. Can he get the second as they are holding on to the EMP? But Frizzy actually picks it up for Conestoga. Getting Kaiser as well.
Yep, Frizzy with the 2-pick.
Yeah, Frizzy is going off with Mintz getting one through mid.
Oh, they grab the EMP just before they're able to take it over. As it looks like they're going to re-aggress into their spawn here. Frizzy finds one, gets refragged by Colopiler.
Yeah, looks like Conestoga is actually taking pretty good map control, with Mintz actually doing a lot of damage to Kaiser.
Misses the nade. Oh, but they turn around. Oh my goodness. Mintz finds 2 with that one grenade. As the grenade that turns around, or banks off the wall, sorry, they end up turning around and finding the flanker.
It does look like Neb is controlling their objective zone, as Frizzy gets one, couldn't get the second. As Mintz travels through mid, as Wichita is carrying the EMP, ends up grabbing it for the Wichita team.
Yep, they're able to take that EMP straight down through outer, and they do end up capping it onto B. They just have to tag that site, and it's a point for them. It's now 1-1 with 3 minutes remaining on this half.
Yeah, hopefully Conestoga can answer back quickly, which they do with getting their second point.
Yep, they just grab that EMP and send it right over, just like Wichita did. As Capfell does end up finding 2, with the EMP respawning now. Both sides fighting for mid control as Savvy Mintz pick up 2.
Yeah, hopefully Conestoga can pick up more kills and take the EMP back to their base, with Mintz actually getting 1 and Frizzy getting 1, maybe 2.
Wow. Yeah, no, Frizzy picks that one up, ducks under cover as Mintz finds the second one. Honestly, really good teamwork out from them, just trusting each other as a team, even in their first series together.
Yeah, Conestoga is playing really well for it being their first time actually all playing together, with Mint picking up a kill through mid. Does he know there's one guy right around the corner?
Oh, Frizzy on the flank through Dojo, ends up finding Kaiser and Deucer. Mint, sorry, he was in broken window there on the flank. They did not notice him. Tries to Dolphin Dive onto the site. Unfortunately, drops the EMP forward, which didn't take for free.
Does look like Conestoga is attempting to control a B point for the Conestoga Condors, with them actually trying to block but it is unsuccessful as they do bank that point.
Yep, Neb and Frizzy refragging on as they do tie up the score here. Fighting out in patio as they're just trying to remain this control of B and send the EMP once more. Cut through servers. Unfortunately, loses the gunfight to the pistol, and they now take the lead.
Yeah, with Neb actually picking up one, as they do attempt to re-pick up the EMP, as it does spawn in on the left side for Conestoga. It looks like they are contesting for it on that left side. Hopefully they can get one, maybe two.
Yep, it looks like they now have main control of the EMP as Wichita looks to fight over it.
And they just can't fully take control of that, as Wichita does try and push Conestoga back into their spawn, trying to take as much control of this EMP bomb as they can.
Yep.
But Neb actually looking towards
Broken there, I believe.
yeah, broken, but just can't finish off the guy.
Miz finds one, knows there's another, dies unfortunately to mid-cut. As they are just holding this control of the EMP here. They're going to be taking it back to their base as there's only 30 seconds left on the clock, and they want to secure their lead in going into this half. They're just going to be playing VIP, basically.
So yeah, that's how you play Overload, I guess. So hopefully Conestoga can answer back quickly and tie the round. But it looks like Wichita is actually going to make a push to bank this objective, with Conestoga actually picking up the EMP on their way back to hopefully gain a point for the Condors, as it is going down to the final 10 seconds.
Yep, a really good push out as they drop the EMP, 7 seconds left, unable to find the kills as Kaiser picks up 3 to defend them from going even. That was really good. So they ran up through stairs there and were able to deny the B site last seconds. It's now into overtime here as the carrier of the EMP has to drop. They're looking to score one last point here. And they drop the EMP. He peeks out just a little bit too early, and that's going to be 3-2 for the half.
Yeah, that was overall a decent half for Conestoga. Definitely not the way they thought it would end up going, with Mintz actually getting the best play. But they just couldn't close it out for Conestoga.
Yeah, it was that nade, really. Just gets those 2 from the nade, completely free. Unfortunately, they gave their own B-site control way too easily over to Wichita, and they really just took advantage of that. They just had 2 players playing out in patio, and they just kept running the EMP. They ran it twice in a row within 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's looking like Conestoga, though they've played a lot of the old COD games, they just aren't fully adjusted to the new game modes that BO7 actually has to offer, with Mintz actually dropping 15 kills for Conestoga, with all of Conestoga actually basically having more kills, if not even kills, than Wichita, just proving how close that round actually was.
Yep, a very close score line and kill line as Conestoga picks up the first 2 kills and the EMP, looking to run it through mid here. Going over to B site, as it's called in SMB. First picks up 1 on the Golopilot, picks up the second on the Kaiser. As he now controls the full of mid, they're going to be looking to wrap out through patio here, I believe. Or sorry, bookshelf.
Yeah, it's looking like they might be able to finish off this objective if Mintz actually just drops back to the EMP.
His teammate dies, unfortunately, not aware of the flank as they end up getting control of the EMP. Conestoga falling just at the last lap there, unable to cap the EMP.
Yeah, it's looking like Conestoga will try and regain control of this EMP, getting that guy carrying the EMP. Hopefully, Aducer won't rinse the Condors out here, as Savvy will looking to chow Aducer. Aducer ends up picking up 1, but getting minced down by Mintz.
Picks up the second as he picks up the EMP now, looking to run it through mid. No sight, no mid control at all. Could get fragged here. Looks on 8 HP going through Dojo now.
Yeah, it's looking like that wall jump actually saved Mintz there, as they were looking to bank that objective.
Yep, and they pick it, and they should just have a free run out tier 2B.
Will Conestoga get to the point in time? That is the question. No, they won't. As
Nope.
Frizzy gets the kill, but they do end up banking that EMP.
Just a little bit too late, as Mince does end up finding the rest of the kills there, and they will not be able to retain map control over the B site. Conestoga kind of getting rinsed out here, as Kaiser and Cap will pick up 3, and that's another free EMP for Wichita.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that Conestoga did not have as much practice time as they would have liked on the new game modes, as Frizzy actually picks up 1, and Kaiser Wichita ends up getting the EMP on the objective.
Yep. And that's now a 3-point lead for Wichita with only 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Can Conestoga turn this around?
Hopefully they can, with Mince actually picking up 2 kills as they do look to bank this objective. They are getting close. Can Conestoga do it?
Oh.
Frizzy does detonate the EMP.
Oh, they do get it. My apologies. He runs just around the corner and is able to get it before dying as he holds SW holds Dojo now. Ends up finding 2. Very good positioning out from Savvy here.
Will Conestoga see Deucer sitting in that breakable?
Whips around, takes out the player in break as Capful refrags onto him, drops the EMP. As Wichita does end up picking up the EMP now, going through mid-cut onto B site. As Savvy does try to pick 2 up, unfortunately does get picked himself. They're now trying to run this EMP one last time.
There is Capful holding their objective, but can Witcher bank that objective, which they do with Deucer actually detonating on objective B there.
Neb picks up 3, but it's far too late, unfortunately, as Wichita brings their point differential to 3 once more.
Yeah, it's looking like Conestoga's lack of reps is actually screwing them over in this game mode.
Yep.
With
Not playing with that same team play, honestly, that we saw last game.
Yeah, with Conestoga rinsing them. They're just playing S&D at this point with just getting kills.
Yep,
With Neb actually
finding
picking up 2. Hopefully Conestoga can regain control of this game, as they are looking to carry the EMP to objective A for Condors. It does look like Kaiser and Caterpillar is reading this, with Kaiser trying to kill Frizzy, which it doesn't end up look like they end up doing, with Neb actually picking up 2.
Yeah, but Capfall coming back through mid-cut here as he looks for a re-engagement onto Savvy. Does end up finding him as the EMP is now dropped in the enemy territory here. They're going to have to look to retake Dojo here, as Mince unfortunately does fall before he can find his second. And it looks like Wichita is going to hold on to this EMP and remain in the 3-point lead. Extremely difficult for the Condors to come back now.
Yeah, hopefully Conestoga can take control, as Frizzy does end up getting taken out by Catful with Neb. Hopefully Conestoga can get this EMP and not lose to a 3-point deficit.
Yeah, hoping to make it a 2-point deficit, as the Condors are now just have to run in. As you can see, the EMP player is just playing in back Dragon here, and then ends up finding him. Although even if they were to get the EMP and cap it, they still would unfortunately lose the map here, as it looks like map 3 will be going over to Wichita.
Yeah, it looks like Wichita is actually just holding on to bomb, so Conestoga can't catch up, as it does end with Wichita taking the win.
Yep, and we will be going to the third den.
Third den. I hope you guys are excited, because I know I am, as I'm slowly learning this map.
Yep, learning all the callouts as well.
Yeah.
The best play out from Colapiler, picks up the 1 through outer window, goes onto outer, plays the heady here. Ends up picking up Savvy, I believe. Oh, with the pistol, just swaps it out. Very nice. Clean play from Wichita, very good teamwork. Shows the unfortunate lack of experience in team play out of the current Condors roster.
Yeah, that was not their best game mode as seen, but luckily they do have their 2 game modes that they are actually familiar with. So hopefully Conestoga can close this one out for them.
Going back into the hard point, we saw the 100-point deficit over on Blackheart. I wonder, are Condors going to be able to repeat that on Den?
Hopefully they... I mean, it looks like they do love Den, both teams.
Yep, for sure.
So hopefully they can figure out something and not have to play Overload again, because unfortunately that wasn't their best map.
Yep, and we can see Coach Potts just in the back there, giving his team some support, giving them some rounding calls, trying to clean up the mistakes they made on the last map there. as they certainly want a better result than that going on to the third den of the day.
Yeah, they're definitely going to wipe that whiteboard clean after that performance, but hopefully Conestoga doesn't wipe everything off, as they did do very well with the first 2 maps, with Frizzy actually having a better 2 maps on the first 2 and then ended up underperforming to his usual standard. So hopefully Frizzy finds that within himself to hopefully win out the game for the Conestoga Condors.
Yeah, I will say the Overload there did look very scrappy. They were struggling to retain and even take map control there. Majority of the time, Wichita held mid and other very key positions, which just kind of forced the Condors to make very aggressive heads first play, which they were then punished from the back, either through mid-cut or patio or any of those other locations. Unfortunately, it just wasn't the right... it wasn't the right teamwork from the Condors.
Just wasn't the right teamwork, unfortunately. But at least we do have Hardpoint on Den, which seems like everyone's favorite map. So hopefully Conestoga can win out on this map with another 100-point lead.
Yeah, we're going to look to see. I will say on Blackheart, the points are very... the points can be very far away after P2. I believe on this map, they are just a tiny bit closer. And with Wichita having pretty much getting clean wiped almost every single team fight that they had back on Blackheart, I do wonder if that the distance is going to account for, and maybe they can take a few more points off of the Condors here.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that could be the case. But hopefully Conestoga finds the corrections being made by Potsy to close out this last den map.
Yep, we're going to see if the series ends on a den. As we do load in here. I want to go back just once more time to the gentleman agreements. In competitive Call of Duty, as of right now, the actual gentleman agreements are being reevaluated right now after every major. We do have 1 AR and 1 SMG in rotation, and most maps will flip between 2 ARs, 2 SMGs, maybe 3 SMGs depending on the map. As we can only use the Dravec 45 and the MK15.
I mean, you would think Call of Duty would actually get a hold on what the pros actually think of the game, with actually Catfall picking up this first kill and Conestoga actually dropping 2 players, with Frizzy actually going on a flank, hoping to pick up the second, getting the second.
Yep, holds the mid-cut now, knows exactly where he's coming from, picks up the third. Again, SMG, close-range weapon, but ends up finding all 3. Looks for the 4th, and he gets all 4. And that's 4 kills out of Frizzy, to take the hard point.
Yeah, I mean, Frizzy does look a lot more comfortable on this game mode. Maybe actually picking up another off that stairwell. Can he find the next? No, he can't. He does actually take his first death of the game.
Yep, Neb ends up refragging him. Unfortunately, does get fragged out himself, as Wichita do end up taking this hard point in the last 5 seconds. As we can see, both the Condors and Wichita aiming to take the next point, which I believe is in Small Room.
Yeah, I mean, Frizzy trying his best to take back that point, with the point actually moving over, with Conestoga actually taking over this point instead of being down a... actually, they were up 15 points, so they aren't doing that bad with that 4 or 5 kills from Frizzy at the start of the game.
Yeah, no, definitely securing this early game lead as the point moves over to Broken, Neb looking to hold down the site, ends up finding 3. The last player in Wichita ends up fragging the last 2 as the rest of the team are coming in for reinforcements.
It looks like Frizzy is trying to hold on to this point as best as he can as Ned goes in for the refight, but it just looks like Conestoga isn't able to find their footing onto that site.
Yep, although I will say, very late out of the Wichita to recap that hard point, with only 1 second remaining, they do end up finding the stray out on this P3 site. As Neb and Mince look to take further control, unfortunately do get punished for that. As they are aware of the flank here, ends up picking up Kaiser. As Wichita does hold early control of this and are looking to tie up the game.
It does look like Conestoga is on a bit of a flank right now with Mince, and being able to take control of that site. Does Mince realize there's 2 players behind him? Yes, he does. 3 Conestoga players coming back to the point, with Frizzy actually dying through mid, but Neb looks like he's able to refrag off of Frizzy, but Conestoga is slowly losing that hard point.
Yeah, they're slowly losing both the hard point and the lead. As Mince goes out into outer, looks to fight 10. Unfortunately, does get fragged out with 15 seconds left. I'm not sure if they're going to try and recontest his hard point.
Yeah, it looks like Conestoga is looking forward to that next hard point with actually Capfell trying to hold on to that point for Wichita, which he does, with Conestoga actually taking him out, but it looks like it's a 2v1 on this next hard point. But fortunately, Conestoga does end up taking the point.
Yep, Savvy able to refrag out, I believe that was Mince on site. As Neb gets one that gets refragged, Frizz picks up Deucer. As Savvy is really trying to just hold on to this point here. Mince playing outer, picks up Kaiser. As he is getting flanked, does not know, and Savvy does end up going down as Wichita retakes the point and the lead.
Does look like Frizzy is going back on a flank, hopefully trying to get a pick on Wichita, just sitting in that little mid cubby there. Just waiting for his team, ends up dying, but Neb actually ends up picking up one.
Yep, Neb finds the second, has left the HP regen, 15 seconds left on this hard point. As he's just trying to contest it right now, stop the point gain. As we can see Kaiser rotating around back to P1 here, just trying to take this early control. There's really good protocols out from Wichita so far to just take this early control of it at 3 point.
Yeah, it looks like Wichita actually likes going for early control. Ends it up going into their spawn, but they just can't seem to win their fights against Conestoga. With Mince actually seeing two, couldn't get one with Frizzy refragging off of Mince. With Caterpillar actually falling with against Conestoga on site.
Kaiser picks up the quick 2 with the AR. That headshot angle is really difficult to get, but he does get kicked out by Mince as he looks to frag out Capfell. Neb gets 2 into mid-cut here as he's looking to reclaim the point along with Frizzy as they pick up 3, and that should be a free point for the Condors.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna end up being a quick point loss for Conestoga as Wichita is taking control and ends up flanking with a 2, maybe 3-person flank moving into the next hard point.
Yep, it looks like Spawns, I believe Spawns just flipped there as Wichita now have the advantage for this point. Frizz sneaks onto site, unfortunately unable to find anybody.
It looks like Savvy is going to be able to get that kill on Caterpillar with Conestoga just spawning back in, looking to take control of this site with Savvy picking up 1, but Frizzy ends up falling against.
Yep, not expecting this full garage push as Savvy, Frizz, and Neb are able to fully take control of this site. As spawns do end up flipping once more, and Wichita are spawning over by, fun fact, that spawn point is called Useless.
Useless? Because it's useless?
Yep, there's nothing there.
So they just keep the spawn point.
Yep, Neb and Frizz end up holding down that site. 20 seconds left on this hard point as Condors are catching up. Neb with that 3K.
Yeah, it's looking like Conestoga is ending up finding their footing on Den. After that overload map, it looks like Mince actually fell off the map, I would assume.
Yep, an unfortunate mistake as Frizz is picking up Copiler. Almost team kills Neb there as he's looking to reclaim the point here. Mince finds Kaiser on the flank there, and Neb holding down the mid-cut. Just really good shots out from the Condors.
Yeah, it's looking like Savvy tried fighting 2 of Wichita's players, but ends up going down with Frizzy actually holding on those 2 players, with Neb actually picking up 2.
Sorry to cut you off there, 11 HP. Neb finds up Kaiser there and immediately re-peeks over to find Capful down in mid. Not expecting that. As Deucer swings out through outer and is able to find Frizz. Neb picks up Capful before getting refragged by Kaiser, and Colepiler finds up Savvy on site as they do end up picking up the hard point here.
Hopefully Conestoga can regain control of this point, as they did just take over the lead not that long ago, which they end up doing. But they forget about Capfell just sitting in mid, hopefully trying to take control and stopping the Conestoga players from rotating over to this next point.
Yeah, with 5 seconds left, they can see that the hard point just got activated by a member of Wichita, so they know there's someone on their flank here. I believe it's Frizz looking out for this flank here.
Yeah. Looking for the Wichita players, actually falling to the guy he was looking for, with Neb actually going for the refrag, ends up getting him, with 4 Conestoga players against 3 Wichita players onto this next point. Ends up picking up 1 as their teammates respawn back in.
Yep, holding down this hard point. Condors are able to take over the lead here, which does refrag. Savvy ends up finding the one last player playing on outer. Picks up Savvy. All Neb has to do is just play this corner here and just keep racking up these points.
Yeah, it looks like Neb actually does fall to Kaiser there, with Mids actually being able to get 2. Couldn't get the 3rd, unfortunately, with Savvy picking up the last.
Yep. Really good control here, taking all of the good gunfights that they're good for. With 10 seconds left, it looks like the rest of them are going to be roaming around the map, trying to find better positions. As Neb ends up finding Capful just around the map, and he goes on this amazing flank here. One last player from Wichita on P1. Mintz ends up finding him in another incredible take from the Condors, with only 35 points left until they win the map.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to push them back as much as possible to give them enough wiggle room. As Neb tries to push 2 players back, as Conestoga does end up getting taken over on that hard point.
Yep, Frizz taking out mid-cut here as he's looking to re-engage onto the site. He knows there's one player just back there. Has to call it off.
Yeah, all of Conestoga did end up spawning back, trying to take control of this hard point. Ends up getting 2, with 2 Conestoga players actually going down, with Frizzy and Savvy taking control of this hard point.
20 points left, 20 seconds left for Wichita to find something. This hard point won't mean the end of the game, but if they do not aim for this next hard point, then it will spell the end of the series. As Neb pushes forward, ends up finding one, tags up the other, as Deucer ends up finding both. And it looks like they're set up for this next hard point here. 10 points left until the Condors win.
Yeah, it's looking like Conestoga is itching to get this map over with, as they end up losing that point and struggling to get this point back. Frizzy does end up getting 1, as Neb actually goes down, with Mintz getting 1, couldn't get the second. Frizzy also goes down, as Savvy just dies. He just dies to Caterpillar.
Yeah, a good engagement from Caterpillar. Just peeking out from outer and catching the player off guard as Mintz finds Capfill and Couch. Going to regress on site. It's a 4 versus 3 now. Gets him out with the nade. Neb finds Kaiser. 1 versus 3. Can he hold down the site? And Neb ends up finding him, and there's 5 seconds left, and it looks like the Condors will be taking this map.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, actually...
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Frizzy is attempting to hold down the site, which he actually does.
They don't get to the point fast enough, and that is the series for the Condors.
That is the series. It was a good run from the Conestoga, just struggling with that new mode.
Yep. Overload being the only mode they fall on, winning with, again, an almost 100-point lead once more. I believe it was an 80-point lead this time around. As every player of the Condors is looking just so good and so fresh on the modes that they are comfortable on.
Yeah, I mean...
A surprising performance out of Neb. 33 and 26.
Why, would you say Neb is not overly great at fragging?
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
What are you trying to say here?
As I said earlier, it's his last season, and he's a little bit older than some of these younger gunners. Playing the role of the shot caller here, he's just showing that even with his age, he's able to find some amazing fights and take some really good gunfights. You can still shoot.
Yeah, I mean, age isn't a factor here, I guess. Looking for Neb to close out his season, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was a best of 7 or best of 9. I believe games.
It was a best of 5.
Okay. So we will be going over to Raid then.
Yeah. I'm excited to look at a new map.
Oh, no, we won. Sorry.
We did win.
Sorry, it was first to 3, best of 5.
We
My apologies.
did read that right. Luckily for us, we did read that right. Yeah, I think Conestoga's first outing into Call of Duty was a good one. Would you say that that they did well?
Yeah, honestly, for the first series that they had this semester going into Winter 2026, a lot of them looked completely on fire, all of them showing up today. Savvy, Frizz, Neb, Mintz, all of them looking amazing today.
Yeah, it looks like they overall had a decent performance except on that overload.
Yep.
I am happy with their performance, and I'm looking forward to what they will do next. And you can too, actually. Every Wednesday, or hopefully every Wednesday, Call of Duty will be playing back on this stream. So hopefully to see you then. I'm Hayden Luloff.
And I'm Mateo Violinja.
And we'll see you next time.
Game, begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
You better listen up. Listen when I'm feeling it. Yeah, I got a hit list. Never chasing any bag, only teach where to place them. Solo on a throne, don't need another man telling me how to live my life lavishly. Cause I'm built different, boy, let me speak. Try but tiny, but you take it to the main dish.
the bench.